What's up, everybody? It's Tommy Har once again with the real side of real estate, teaching you guys how to invest in real estate, how to wholesale, how to flip, and how to create generational wealth, all from houses just like this one I'm standing in today. I am here in the frigid cold of Ohio. It's about 17 degrees today to teach you how to buy rundown houses just like this one using other people's money and how you can make millions and millions of dollars and completely change your family tree. After this video, you are going to have an understanding of how to raise capital from other people. You hear it all the time on the internet, other people's money. You're gonna know exactly how to do that and fix up houses just like this one and make as much money as you want. So let's get to it. We just bought this house right behind me for $200,000 2 days ago. Fixed up houses in this area right around me are selling for $425,000 to $450,000. So it sounds like we have an amazing deal on our hand. Let's go in this house right now and let's see what the condition it's in so we can figure out the rehab and figure out how much profit we can possibly make on this house. Come with me.
All right, so here we go. We're standing in the living room. We're actually going to be removing this wall completely, putting an LVL in there, walking into what is going to be our kitchen. Now, they did do some renovating in the past. A lot of this is actually drywall. We're actually going to be ripping up all that subfloor and getting it down and level. We're going to be ripping out the ceilings, but we're keeping a lot of these walls. So we're going to be putting a half bath and a washer and dryer on the first floor, right next to our kitchen and our back door. So walking back into the living room, we're really just going to be ripping up the floors and redoing it. Walking upstairs, we're going to try and keep as much of this original trim. This house is 120 years old, people. They don't make it like they used to. This stuff is absolutely beautiful. So walking upstairs, they have this place hodgepodge into a 2-bed, 1-bath, and the bathroom is completely oversized. So walking into what would be the master right now, there's been a massive water leak. So we had our roofers on site today actually fixing this roof leak. So they had these 2 buckets. I don't think they were doing the trick. They rolled down and that's why all the floors are buckling. So this closet right here, way too big for a closet. So this is actually going to be our master ensuite bathroom right there. It's going to be beautiful. Walk-in closet right there. Now you got our other bedroom that we're actually going to be stealing a little bit. We got new windows. We're going to be stealing a little bit of this room and making a Jack and Jill bathroom. So we're going to have another bedroom and bathroom upstairs in here. So it's actually going to be a 3-bed, 3.5 bathroom, 3-bed, 2.5 bathroom rather. And they removed some windows. The framing looks all crappy, but don't worry, we're about to get to it here very, very soon. Rip out this way too big bathroom. Outside, we got a new roof. We got to get new doors, new windows. We have old wooden siding. We're going to be renovating. We're actually going to be keeping the wooden shake on the top, and then we're going to be doing vinyl on the bottom. The bottom doesn't look that bad, but we're going to be removing some windows. So if you remove windows, it's really hard to replace that old siding. So we got to replace the bottom parts. We're going to be redoing the windows. So the backyard, we already got a very nice backyard with a fence, a 2-car detached garage. A lot of it's in good condition. So like I said before, the top is the cedar shake. The bottom is the wood siding. We're actually taking out those windows at the bottom.
So me and my team, we're doing 10, 15, 20 of these all at one time. We don't have $325,000 laying around to deploy within 7 days at all times for some of these properties. So what do you do in that scenario? You raise money from a private money lender or a hard money lender. Once again, a private money lender or a hard money lender. What are each of those things? I'm gonna go specifically into the private money portion of this video right now. So to buy this house and fix it up, we get money from people which are called private money lenders. A private money lender is an individual probably just like you watching this video. It's somebody that's worked their whole life or has a lot of money in a 401k, a self-directed IRA, crypto, stocks, whatever it may be, and they're sick and tired of letting somebody else or somebody else dictate their financial future. So why would somebody lend money on something like this rather than something like a 401k or a stock portfolio or anything like that? And here's the exact reason why. Number one is you can double or triple somebody's returns backed by real estate. So everything in a private money world gets a note and a mortgage and a lien position. So what do all of those terms mean? One, if you go to buy a house today with a bank, so I'm in Ohio, Chase Bank is massive. If I went and bought a house today and Chase was the lender on that house, they are the first lien holder on that property, meaning they have first right of refusal. If I don't pay Chase Bank back, they take the house back in a foreclosure scenario, right? It's the same thing with these private money lenders. So if somebody in this house right here lend me $325,000, they get first lien position on the house, meaning if I don't pay them back, they take the house back and they can do whatever they want with it. So it's up to the lender and up to you to explain to them why it's such a good deal and why they should lend their money on a house just like this one. So to make this more tangible, you and or your lawyer are going to write up a note in a mortgage. If you're watching this video right now, the description below has a link to my note and my mortgage. And once again, I'm not a lawyer. Make sure you have your lawyer look over this because people are going to want different edits and you want to make it legal wherever you're watching this video. But because you're watching this video, it's free. It's right in the description below. So you write up a note and you write up a mortgage. What is next? You got the paperwork done. What's the next step of the process? So this is exactly how the process works. A colleague of mine, his parents have a lot of money in a retirement account and he knows exactly what I do. He put me together with his parents and they have this money sitting in a retirement account making 4 to 6%. So I pitched to them saying that I would give them 12% return backed by the note in the mortgage we just talked about, which is literally doubling or tripling their retirement accounts, compounding. And what the coolest thing about self-directed IRAs and 401ks is that they're completely tax deferred when they get paid off. So if somebody was going to lend cash or stocks or something, a cash equivalent, when that money gets paid to them, that's going to be a gain. It's going to be a realized gain and they're going to get interest taxed on this. Out of a self-directed IRA, it's not going to be taxed. But that's not the only way you can do it. Like I said before, you can do a stock portfolio, you can leverage that, you can have a home equity line of credit. So if your neighbors lived in their house for 30 years and their house is worth $500,000, you can get them to leverage that at probably 7 to 8%, and you can give them a bunch of money on top of it. There's a whole bunch of ways to get creative on this, but self-directed IRAs and 401ks are by far, in my opinion, the best way to get people to leverage their money because they didn't think it was possible before, and they're not making that much money in those accounts. So they get the money, they roll it into a self-directed IRA, you write the note and you write the mortgage, and the next thing that you do is you get the title company involved. You send the note and the mortgage to the title company. When I sign these closing docs, I sign with their name on it. They record that at the county like they would Chase Bank, how we talked about earlier. They distribute the funds to the seller, and then they distribute the rest of the funds to me. So the purchase price of this house here was $200,000. They lent me another $125,000 on top of it. So I got cut a check for about $120,000 right at closing, and I was off to the races. So now it's my job for the next 6, 9, 12 months, however long it's gonna take me to fix this house up and make money, because every single day it's a race against the clock now. And let's get into how you're gonna pay your lenders right now. All right, so now for the fun stuff. Let's figure out how you're gonna pay your lenders off and how you're gonna make a ton of money without using any of your own money. Remember, that's the buzzword, that's what everybody says online. It is actually true, but this is the part that's either gonna help you a lot or it's gonna completely crush you. So we just lent $325,000 at 12%. So 325 times 0.12. Everything you write in these private money loans are annualized, 1-year notes. So if I hold this property from today, if I close today, a year from today, you're gonna pay them $39,000. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna chop this into 365 days. These are paid on a per day or per diem basis, and that is what's gonna tell you what you're gonna pay these lenders every single day. But don't worry, you're actually not paying them every day. It's actually accrued until the exit or monthly payments. Highly, highly recommend you doing accrued interest till the end of the time period. So if I take today, if it takes me 6 months to sell this house, let's call it 7 months. So if it takes me 7 months from today to sell this house, I take 106.85 times 210 days, which is $22,438.50. So that's how much my lender is going to make on top of the principal that they lent me already, plus 325, boom. So I'm gonna pay my lender off on this deal $347,438.50. So we're selling this house for $450. My lender gets paid off about $350. Now, most people are gonna say, that's a $100,000 profit. Absolutely not. You still have realtor fees that are baked into this, which are about $20,000 to $25,000. So 3% to the buyer's agent. And if you have a good relationship with your agent, 2-ish%. So you're gonna pay another $20,000 on top of that, and then another 1% of the sale price, so $4,500 for closing costs. So at the end of the day, we're gonna walk away with right around $70,000 on this house right here without using a dime of our own money. Now, this can change with time. If we take way too much time to actually do this deal, we can make less money. If we overspend on this deal, if we end up spending $150,000 on our rehab, then we're not gonna make that money, right? But if we do quicker time and less money, we make more money. So you have to be very good at calculating your rehab costs, calculating your time, and for big houses like this, being able to pull permits and have really good contractors that can work within your city code. And don't worry about all those things, because you follow me here, and I'm gonna take you step by step through every single one of these things actually on this property. So you're gonna see from the very start to the very finish. So I'm just very excited to bring you step by step through this. Like I said in the beginning of this video, we're doing 10 to 15, sometimes even 20 of these projects at one time. We're making $70,000 on one of them. So you can do the math and figure out how lucrative and profitable this business actually can be, but you have to know the tangible things. What I'm talking about is how to actually build rehab budgets, how to actually manage contractors, how to manage a construction site. And if you've never done it before, it's not easy. But like I said upstairs, I'm gonna take you step by step through how to do all of that, but we're also teaching that all within the Real Side of Real Estate community every day, every week. We're having calls every week. We're making people change their lives every single day within the community. So if you're an action taker and you wanna make some money and you wanna jump the line, make sure that you join the Real Side of Real Estate community today. Links in my bio on Instagram.